Today's topic is comparison of filters. Let me recall you that a filter F on a non-empty set X is a non-empty collection of subsets of X such that phi doesn't belong to F, that is, no member of F is empty, and F contains supersets of all of its members, and intersection of any two members of F is also in F. We start with a definition. Let F and F dash be two filters on a non-empty set X. Then F is said to be finer than F dash, or F dash is said to be coarser than F if and only if F dash is contained in F. If, in addition, F is not equal to F dash, then F is said to be strictly finer than F dash, or F dash is said to be strictly coarser than F. Two filters F and F dash on a non-empty set X are said to be comparable if and only if F is finer than F dash or F dash is finer than F. Now we have an example. Consider the filters F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5 on the set X consist of A, B and C, three elements. And F1 consists of doubleton containing A and B and set X. F2 consists of singleton set containing A, doubleton set A, B, doubleton containing A, C and set X. F3 consists of singleton set B, doubleton B and C, doubleton containing B and A and set X. F4 consists of singleton set C, doubleton containing C and A, doubleton containing C and B and set X, and F5 consists of only one member, capital X. Now we note that F2 and F3 are finer than F1. Why? Because F2 contains F1 and F3 also contains F1, and we also note that F2 and F3 are strictly finer than F1. And filters F1, F2, F3 and F4 are finer than F5, or we can say that they are strictly finer than F5. But filters F2, F3 and F4 are not comparable. Why? Because F2 is not contained in F3, or F3 is not contained in F2, and similarly F2 is not contained in F4 and F4 is not contained in F2. So we observe that these are not comparable. Also filters F1, F3 and F4 are not comparable. Now we have a remark. If X is any non-empty set, then the collection containing the whole set X is the coarsest filter on X. Why? Because every filter on X contains set X, and so this filter is contained in every filter on X, and we can say that this is the coarsest filter on X. But there does not exist any finest filter on X. That is, we cannot find any filter on X which contains all the filter on X, and so there does not exist any finest filter on X. Now we have a theorem which states that let X be an infinite set and F be a filter on X such that intersection of all members of F is empty. Then filter F is finer than the cofinite filter on X. What do you mean by cofinite filter on X? Cofinite filter is a collection of all those subsets of X whose complement is finite. And we have proved that that collection is a filter on X, and it is called cofinite filter on X. And here we have to show that if intersection of all members of F is empty, then filter F is finer than the cofinite filter on X. Let us prove this theorem. Let C be the cofinite filter on X, and we have to show that F is finer than C. If possible, suppose F is not finer than C. That is, C is not contained in F. Then there exists some member C of collection C such that C doesn't belong to F. Because C is not contained in F, so there must exist some member of C which is not in F, and we are taking that member as C. As C belongs to collection C, so X minus C is finite by definition of cofinite filter. Say X minus C is equal to the set consisting of x1, x2, x3 up to xn. As intersection of all members of F is empty, so there exists some member Fi in F for I is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n such that Xi doesn't belong to Fi, because intersection of all members of F is empty, so there must exist some member which does not contain Xi, and so we are assuming that member is Fi. Let G is equal to intersection of Fi, where I varies from 1 to n. Then G belongs to F, as F is closed under finite intersection. We know that finite intersections of members of filter F is a member of F, so G belongs to F. Clearly, G does not contain any element of the set consisting of x1, x2 up to xn. This set is nothing but complement of C. Why? Because Xi doesn't belong to Fi for all I varies from 1 to up to n. And so if we take intersection of all Fi's, then that intersection will not contain elements x1, x2 up to xn. And that is, G does not contain any element of set complement of C. And so complement of C is contained in complement of G. That is, G is contained in C. As G belongs to F and G is contained in C, so by definition of filter, C belongs to F. As we know that a filter contains supersets of all of its members. Here G is a member of F and C is a superset of G, so C belongs to F, which is a contradiction, as we have assumed that C doesn't belong to F. So our assumption is wrong. Hence F must be finer than the cofinite filter on X. Now we have a theorem. Let F lambda, lambda belongs to arbitrary index set capital lambda, be any non-empty family of filters on a non-empty set X. Then the intersection of all these F lambdas, which we denote by F, is also a filter on X. That is, we have to show that intersection of arbitrary collection of filters on a non-empty set X is also a filter on X. Let us prove this theorem. As X belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda, so X will be in the intersection, that is, X belongs to F. And so this collection is non-empty, that is, F is non-empty. Now we have to check first property. Clearly phi doesn't belong to F. Why? Because phi doesn't belong to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda, so phi doesn't belong to F. Now we have to check second property. Let F belongs to F and F is contained in H. Then F belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda, because F is in the intersection of all these F lambdas. So F belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda. As F lambda is a filter for each lambda in capital lambda, so F belongs to F lambda and F is contained in H implies that H belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda, because we know that filter contains supersets of all of its members. So H belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda. But then H belongs to intersection of all these F lambdas. That means H belongs to F. Next, we check the third property. Let F belongs to F and H belongs to F. And since F is intersection of all F lambdas, so F belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda and H belongs to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda. As F lambda is a filter on X for each lambda in capital lambda, so F belongs to F lambda and H belongs to F lambda implies that intersection of F and H is also in F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda. We know that a filter contains intersection of any two members. So F intersection H must belong to F lambda for each lambda in capital lambda. But then F intersection H belongs to intersection of all these F lambdas. That means F intersection H belongs to F. So we have shown that intersection of any two members of F is also in F. Hence F is a filter on X. Now we have two remarks. The first remark is the union of two filters on a non-empty set need not be a filter on that set. For example, if we consider two filters F1 and F2 on set X consisting of three elements A, B and C, where filter F1 consists of two members doubleton A, B and capital X, and filter F2 consists of two members doubleton consisting of B and C and set X, then their union is the set containing AB, doubleton AB, doubleton BC and set X. And we note that this is not a filter on X. Why? Because intersection of doubleton AB and BC is singleton B, which is not in this collection. And so union of any two filters on a set need not be a filter on X. And we note that the intersection of all filters on a set X is the set consisting of the whole set X, because we have noted earlier also that this is contained in every filter. So if we take intersection of all filters on X, then that filter is nothing but the filter consisting of the whole set X. Thank you.